Hi there, welcome to another educational video document in my Web3 expedition. In this video, I'm going to feature Nomina. It's the most exciting thing I've come across when it comes to the perp trading environment. It's currently in private access mode, so it requires an invite to join. Uh, you can contact me. I may try to get some invites from my community. Although invites at the moment are scarce, I contacted the team to apply for an invite and was given. So I'm able to access it and show you in a tutorial what it is about. I believe this video will excite you to want to access Nomina. It basically enables you perform delta neutral strategies using a pair of perp dexes and earn from funding rates. So of course this is a safe haven when it comes to perp dex trading. We all know that if you're not an expert with perp dex trading, you suffer liquidation risks. With delta neutral strategies, the delta neutral risks are minimized tangibly because you open two opposite positions, long on one perp dex and short on the other. Even better when you are using two zero perp dexes. So in this video, I'm going to feature lighter as well as extended, both zero perp dexes. So to start with, ensure that because you will need those accounts set up to be able to use Nomina. You would have to connect your perp dex account to Nomina. Uh, where Nomina forms an avenue to them trading wise. You'll understand what I'm saying. So first off, you want to sign up on Lighter. Zero perp dex, very high valuation project with a point system, a prospective airdrop. Invite will be in the description. My invite is Web3 Wikis, but the link will be in the description. Then you would want to sign up to Extended as well, zero perp dex. You can use my invite as well, Web3 Wikis. But both links will be in the description. Speaking of Web3 Wikis, that's basically the name, my Twitter handle name. So this is it. And of course, my YouTube channel name, Web3 Wikis. Okay. So now, once you have those accounts set up, you can then connect your accounts to Nomina. So it's a one-time setup. You connect it at the outset or even during your onboarding. Now, this is in private beta, so it quite lags a bit at times, or maybe it's my internet. So you set it up here and enable trading, and that's the setup process. Now, there's also Hyperliquid, so you can also go to Hyperliquid and sign up there if you don't have a Hyperliquid account. We all know Hyperliquid is the parent of PerpDexes in terms of valuation, so you can access Hyperliquid. My invite is also Web3 Wikis. You can sign up on here. This is confirmed to have an airdrop, and it's going to be high valuation. So sign up on Hyperliquid in case you want to use Hyperliquid on via Nomina. So for this one, we are just going to use lighter against. I would be using Hyperliquid. I would like to pair it. Oh, wow, it's a good deal to pair a Hyperliquid which has fees with a non-fee perp dex. That's also a good deal. Okay, so for this one, I'll just be using lighter paired against extended. Now, there are here, the logo here shows you the pairing. So if you want a pairing involving Hyperliquid against extended, then you can click on this one. Okay, but we are looking for lighter against extended. Now, with this perp dexes, you earn more points generally with low liquidity tokens, the less popular ones. So I don't know which one exactly. I would assume Mega falls in that category. Besides the big players, although you can go for the big players as well, uh, whichever the case. But for this one, let's just use AVAX. AVAX, you can implement this delta neutral strategy via lighter and extended. Now, of course, it's possible to implement this yourself, but you cannot be perfect. You'd be losing fees and stuff like that. Execution may not be as fast as having Nomina do it for you. Sleepage may not be as perfect. And we all know, I mean, you can envision, you'll be able, I mean, I can envision personally where Nomina is headed with this. In fact, with this video, I'll also be giving feedback to them, you know, tighter customization, uh, stop loss situations, all that. I'll be sharing my suggestions. So it's still an early stage project. So in this one, max leverage is 10x. You can tweak that. APR expected from funding rate is 46.43%. This is the APR if you were to go max leverage, which is 10x. So I'm not going to go into the technicalities of this for now. We'll discuss the technicalities in another video, specifically what funding rate is. Okay, so let's leave that for another video. For now, I'm just going to implement a trade and just show you the excitement from experiencing Nomina. So here I'm going to go, let's just go max leverage 10x. I don't have a large equity. So position size, let's just go 200. So this is going to require a margin of $21 or $22 on a extended. So it's going to open a long position on this asset using a margin of 21 or around $22 with a 10x leverage. So that's $200 worth of volume or so on um extended, $200 worth of volume on lighter. So it's going to replicate a short position on lighter. This is the margin, and you are going the opposite position, so the parameters for liquidation is different. Then there is this slider here to so that uh this is distance from liquidation to close. So I'll leave it like this default. We'll go technicalities in the next video. Now if you expand advanced SL and stop loss and take profit settings, there is not much here. I would expect this to improve later on. Now I don't know if it's a good deal to go 1% here. Let's just leave it at 5% for now. Okay. Now it's as simple as that. I'm set to place my trade, and let's see what happens. So if I place trade, okay, so you see P&L. Now with this, you are delta neutral, to a large extent. You don't you know, imagine opening this trade a long position, for example, you suffer from volatility if it ends up going short. I mean, a positive PNL as we speak. So when you look there, zero funding from each, but PNL, I'm positive, largely positive on the short position, then slightly positive on the. So if I close this like this, I'm on profit, but I've not earned any profit from funding rates, which can come about if I stick on the trade. But like this, if I close the trade, at least I'll be capturing profit on lighter. Now, what has happened on lighter? So if you come here, wow, it's not logged in. Okay, so you see that it has opened a position here automatically, which is in profit mode, and on extended, let's log in. Now, for me, I wouldn't. You can decide to close it immediately to capture profit. For me, I'd just leave it open for a period. So let's see. Because I don't know the standards of lighter, if they would. Although if you are in PNL, I believe it will count, irrespective of if you close the trade on time. So I'll close the trade in this case and just capture that PNL, which would have changed already. This one is on negative PNL. But of course, I'm getting the opposite of that on lighter. So that balances it out. So you see this is 50. I'm still in positive PNL as is if I close the trade. Now, of course, you manage everything from Nomina. Now, okay, still in positive mode. Let's look at this. So uh 0.5 on lighter and zero point 0.4 on extended. Now, that's about it for this video. I want to keep this video short and introductory. We have generated volume as is. If we close this trade and we're still in profit, no loss or very minimalistic loss if there is. And imagine what you can do with this in terms of mining airdrop prospects on these exchanges. These are three airdrops. By the way, Nomina is going to have an airdrop that's established already. If you look here, it's very obvious. So private beta, only few people have access. I think I saw that here. Do I get points? Where do I begin? Just a moment. I saw it somewhere here. Apologies. Uh, Wow, where did I see that? Uh, oh, there will be no airdrop. Wow. Currently, very few people have access to this application. This is an early. There will be bugs. Therefore, do not connect an amount of capital. There will be no airdrop, only use. Okay. Oh, there will be no airdrop. Interesting stuff. So I made an error in my post. I did think that I missed this. So I made an error in my post. I did an initial post. I'll edit that if still possible. Let's see. Mm, Okay. But will I still use the winner? Yes, it's as exciting as can be, and you definitely can see what it is about and the resulting excitement. So that brings us to the end of this video. Okay, so trade PNL is, let's see, 0. Let's see the details here. So, wow, is that possible? So I'll just wait it out. So likely, let me refresh this. Let's look here. So this is a negative. So likely a delay. This is on positive. This is on negative. Okay, so likely a delay there. Log in. Wow. Why am I not logged in? Okay, so I think there is a delay. So 0.5. Yes, this is possible, but you can wait it out because they use different, the liquidity on both platforms are different. Some, lighter, for example, is a bigger perp dex than, so has more liquidity, more interactions. So there may be a disparity in pricing that can recover. But this one, I think, is a UI delay. This one, because when you look at it on its own, you will see this is 1.25. This is 1 point. So that's a UI delay. You just refresh and it will pick up. Or when you close it, it will get the realistic deal. Of course, you also have the option of closing it directly on lighter or and extended. Okay, so that's also informational for the team. It's still early on in what they're building, so this feedback will be helping them. Funding has not kicked in yet. Okay, bringing us to the end of this video. So I'll now be adding this as a productivity tool on airdropc.com. Ensure that you visit airdropc.com and start by submitting your email here to subscribe to airdrop reminders. Then contact me. Explore this area. I'm working on some 200 airdrop prospects, also productivity tools that I'll fill up here. I'm revamping this, by the way. I'm working on this. So this is how it will look. This is also going to feature productivity tools. Uh, I would also feature Nomina here, but as an avenue to, airdrops, because it is an avenue to airdrops. So I'm working on this at the moment. In the next few days, I'll fill it up with 200 items. So to contact me, use this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.